Hey everybody, couple joining. Just gonna tweet this out. Ching. Instagram a buddy. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm just sitting here listing some stuff. I was watching Harry Humstone. Love that guy. I didn't really have much to say. Just wanted to jump in here. Hey, Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. How's it going? I've watched you in the lives. You know what you're talking about. Thanks for joining. Well, you'll appreciate this. Kerosene. That's pretty cool. Number one. About $20, I think. He said it was, person I got it from said it was off the conductor's private quarter train. Said it was only one on each train or something. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. She had it listed for 75. I was like, I'll give you 20. She's like, okay. And then, of course, I can't sell it now. You just know, when are you going to ever find one of those again? Hey, Red Resell. How's eBay sales? Hey, what up, NASCAR, man? I forgot to ask you, NASCAR. On those micro machines, should I lot them up in like 2 to 5 or like really do them individually? If I can only get 3 or 5, I wouldn't really do it individually, right? And if I did, do I do them in genres kind of deal? Like, all like the cars and all the trucks, all the green ones or something? Just wondering. I figured you'd know best about that. Oh, here's Harry. I'll show you. This brass kerosene oil lamp. It's got the whole thing off the side. Comes out of here. It's number one. It's off this San Francisco. It's pretty cool. It's pretty ornate. Anyway, thought it was pretty neat. $20. She had it 75 at a garage sale one day. Got there early. It was one of those rainy days where you knew other people weren't out. Those are the days I love the garage sale. Rainy, cold, because most people are going to wait till 10 or 12. I get to all the good ones. Trucks, planes, cars, and then military. Yeah. Makes sense. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, just lot them up. 16 shipped today. Nice. Mine goes in spurts. It's like eBay won't let me. I swear it's like if I list something, I sell something. List something, sell something. So weird. Yeah, it's got to have some value. I think it's all brass. Here's some other. I just remember this. These old saws. It's got the wood and the nice ornate. And this one's got, you can see the, like, you probably can't because they're a little rusty, but it's got a stamp on there. It's pretty big. I wish I could see what it said, but this thing is still awesome. I can't read what it says, but it says something on the emblem and that. And then another one's similar, but it's not as good. It's not as carved, but it's the same kind of, I think, same symbol. This one I think is just neat because it's different. What they call it, keyhole, but I mean that's kind of neat, ornate. You know, you don't see those very often. Anyway, am I? I haven't looked at much. You have 450 or something like that. One ship today. Yeah, I didn't ship any today. And then it's been so crappy of weather. My antique mall and flea market booth hasn't done very good. Eh, I don't blame them. I don't. I haven't been up there to stock more things because I don't want to get it out in the crap. Hey NASCAR, do you know anything about like these kind of like it's Disney? Got $2 at Goodwill. I figured Disney's. I know the Cars stuff kind of does good, but I don't know. It's not probably vintage enough. Be worth much. Thanks for coming in for a second, Harry. $5. Sounds about right. Looks like it's going to my my flea market booth. Maybe my nephew. They might like that since it kind of moves. I just bought it one day when I first started sourcing, like probably the fourth time I ever went to Goodwill. I didn't know what else to get. I didn't even know anything about car or any toys. I was just guessing. Oh no, Reverie. So that's mm, that's frustrating. They don't have to have any integrity. That's true. It makes sense. That's frustrating. Ugh. Yeah, the only thing I do with marketplace is look for stuff, and you know, even then, I haven't bought much on there. I've just kind of looked at stuff and talked to people, but I've used it to take people to my flea market booth and antique mall booth. Just post pictures of my good stuff and say a price, and then send them there. Still bought, but lost the best stuff. That sucks. I did that one day. I was trying to get there because there was two antique, super old, like 1940s Victoriolas record players. And I got there 5 minutes. I go, "Where's the record players?" He goes, "Oh, some lady came here and got here super early and got both of them. She left 5 minutes ago." Those ones you don't even want to ask, like how much. But I ended up getting a whole tub full of Wii's and Wii stuff. There was like three Wii's, a bunch of Nerf stuff, attachments, a bunch of game. There was so much stuff. There was like 8 controllers and like 7 nunchucks and 3 sound bars, all kinds of crazy stuff. And they only wanted $40 for it. And they threw in a bunch of other stuff. I still did fine. I probably just kept those stuff anyway. Video coming out, sweet. We'll look forward to it. It's $300, I guess. Still did pretty good then for reselling because you know how that is. You're probably looking at $1,000. Hey Kenneth, thanks for joining over. Appreciate it. Rosalie, appreciate you for joining. I wasn't doing much. I was just showing some stuff and some collecting stuff to some of my buddies from the other channel. I knew Harry Humstone was getting off, and I had planned on going live anyway because I was listing on eBay. And I was just messing around. Figured I'd go live for a little bit, sitting here doing nothing, break the monotony. It's fun listing sometimes, but start getting into 20 different things, you know how it goes. I'm sure some of you. It should be $1,000. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's kind of what we kind of look at right about there. 100 of it to pay for gas and time, and then the rest of it's get pretty good at listing after a while. So you kind of pick what you know with the list, and you know what it means. I'm sure you do. I've seen your stuff. That's what you think. After a while, you get good at knowing what, not what just sales, but what you like to list, and not just what sales. Because I think there's some things that I just don't want to list. You know, that, even if it sells. Hey, Mama. Mwah. Thanks for joining. I was just watching Harry, and he drank his 2 root beers, and thought I'd jump in for a little while, and there wasn't anybody. A couple of pickers were off and stuff, so I didn't see anybody on. I wasn't doing much. I was listing, trying to straighten up my back for a second, not leaning over taking pictures. I think I listed 10 things or something. How you been? What you up to? Mm-hmm. Everybody's subscribed to each other. Most people are creating content. Yeah, working. Doesn't stop with us. Even if we're out of the house or thinking about sourcing or thinking about something else. Oh, you didn't miss nothing. You got mamas in here though. Rev Resale was talking about a faith marketplace pick he went to, and then when he got there, he'd let someone in and let them pick some of the best stuff. But he said he still got $300 worth of stuff that he should get about $1,000. He's got a video coming out. That's about it. You saw those saws that I had though. What do you think I should sell those saws for? I was thinking I was just gonna put them up for, I don't know. I was thinking 34. I should probably just $29.95 for those. $19.95. I was thinking, I don't know. Multiple quantities. Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. I like to see what other people like to source. Do you sell on Amazon, Rev? Can't remember. I was thinking you did eBay. So the thing I like about eBay is you can lot up stuff and not worry about what you're gated in and this and that. And you get the money right away. That's freaking awesome. Well, day or whatever. Hey, Callie. How's it going? Just eBay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just on eBay too. I don't do Amazon. I probably should just to try it. It's not that big a deal. But if you don't get the store, they charge you pretty heavy on the per item, and you don't get their shipping. So I don't have a lot of new items for Amazon. I'd rather do the pick in the garage sales, instead of like the retail arbitrage. I think that'd be kind of, I don't know. I don't think that'd be near as fun. You wouldn't feel like you're finding treasures as much, maybe. I don't know. I need to try Mercari. I tried it early I think I did in spring, and it just last spring. I guess it's been freaking so long. I need to try again, but I didn't get much hits on it. Seemed like it was just a bunch of sellers in there, hoping that people didn't know prices like I was doing. Just trying to list things a little higher. It's like maybe I can get more. Yeah, marketplace or Facebook Marketplace. It's tough around here. A lot of people don't show up. A lot of people just ghost you and waste your time. But the antique people, if you're going for antique people, I think they're going to be a little older, and they're going to be more stand up for what they say. So it's kind of what you're looking for, I bet, too. But I love my indoor flea market. That's awesome. I can sell, You wouldn't believe the stuff I've sold in there. I buy I buy Dollar Tree batteries, double A's. What is there? 6 in there? 4 or 6, I can't remember. But buy them for $1. I think it's 6. Buy them for $1 and then sell them for $3.95. People buy them. Pays the rent in the booth and get people looking, I guess. I don't know. Maybe someone buys something in there and they need batteries. I don't know. It worked. I buy like those dollar puzzles, like Frozen 2 came out. They had these Frozen 2 puzzles at Dollar Tree for $1. Sell those for $4.95 in my booth. They sold like that. I can't even keep them stocked, honestly. Max sold? I guess I don't know that one. Yeah, true that. But it's I mean I'm surprised about how many things I find in my own flea market that are just shoved underneath something or not presented well. I can turn something in my own flea market, put in my own, sell it for more, just because I present it better. There's a lot about presenting it. Find an issue you don't disclose is bad on you. Yeah. Yeah, good picks on eBay. Yeah. My picks for my sports cards are so much better than everybody else's there now because of knowing, because other things you have to have good picks. Sports cards usually don't have to so much, but now that I do, mine stand out. Mine look good. Especially just knowing the 1-to-1 ratio, the square. I was taking pictures and if you don't take it in square, how bad it looks. Good Lord. And now, I mean, it used to like doing eBay back. My contacts are dry. Doing eBay back in the early 2000, mid 2000s. Everybody did it on the computer, so the picture didn't have to be so good. Didn't have to be too big, because but now on the phone, it kind of needs to be a better pick because the picture's smaller. Most people are on their phone buying now, so I think it does make a big difference anymore. But especially on clothes and stuff, it's like yellow looking, and who wants to buy that? Hey, Lobster, thanks for joining. Real popular weekend for me. I'm old man with nothing to do. Don't drink anymore. I did all my partying in my 20s and 30s. Probably more enough for everybody. Yeah, pictures are yeah. Having great lighting too. Having these box lights are just pretty awesome. It's got the shade over it, the white, to not give it the ring. Plus, it just has a better look to it. It doesn't shine so much. That overcast look. Um, and then having it from 2 angles, not having shadows, is just awesome. It makes such a difference. I mean, it was so bad. I had to go back and redo all my old pictures. I couldn't stand looking at them anymore now. So, I mean, I guess you got to think about what you would be buying. You wouldn't be buying those terrible picture cards. It almost makes you think, you see those kind of really bad pictures, you think, how are they going to ship it to me? If they take this bad a picture, how good are they at doing eBay in the first place? I've had some people send stuff and you're like, you really thought that, what was that? That's another big one. It's just learn how to ship. It's really the key to eBay. You know, just buying your labels, print it off, and don't go to the post office. Yeah, having two really helps. But even then, if your phone's over it, if it's the right angle, it's a big, it's an art. It's an art form. And it depends because like I have cards like this that are shiny, and so no matter what, something shines, and so it's hard. It's hard to get a good picture on some things. It makes a difference, lobster. I'm telling you. When you look at them, you're like, just on the, especially on your phone, make sure it's square mode or one by one if you're on a Samsung or whatever you call it, Droid, because that they don't like the algorithm. They'll fill in the space. They'll make your picture smaller. It's crap. And at first, you're like, oh, it's more work, but you just got to do it. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it right. I did the same thing. Shipping on eBay, I understand that, but it's if you're, I think you're doing Posh, so I mean, it's no different. Um, uh, it's really not hard. Yeah, Red Resell I do too. Some, especially the refractor cards. Um, to kind of go back, because if you're above it, even with the lights coming down, you can see your camera or your face in the cards. And it actually kind of looks cool though, and I'm sure you know that now. That it actually looks neat because of the perspective, and then usually like the names at the bottom anyway, so it almost shows the name better. And if you don't do that, it kind of hides the name if you're above it. So I'm sure that's what you're talking about too. That's what I noticed. But it's weird how, yeah, yeah, waving the big, yeah, Posh and dabbling eBay. Yeah, do eBay. It's just especially because eBay you can do the GSP and send it off to other countries and easily if you're worried about breaking or anything like that. But most people do ship simple export, which I'm going to start doing here in the next couple months. I just hadn't doing antique mall and everything. I didn't feel like I had to do that, but I need to open it up a little bit because I just didn't know how many. I didn't know you can take away certain countries. So I'm not. I'm just gonna ship to like 5 countries to make it easy on myself. Hold on, while I'm waving the pick. Yeah, winking. Yeah, that's funny. It's like when you see people's terrible and nasty men feet, and they're taking pictures down, and they have their feet below it. Like, oh, disgusting. Wearing sandals or something. Come on, man. I mean, I took some bad pictures, but really, and I'm not the best at taking videos, but some people I'm like, how do you have 1,000 subscribers? Okay. Makes you wonder if some people they must buy them or something. There must be ways to buy them or something. Yeah, no toes and pics, please. Yeah. It better be a little manicured at least. I guess I don't really have much to talk about. Sorry. I was just coming on here to list some stuff. Here's a Cardinals pitcher, Dakota Hudson. Let's get 3-color jersey, autograph, rookie card. Just gonna put that up. It's at a 99. It's not too great. What do I have here? What would you like? Oh, Red Resell my since you card guy. There's a Mike Trout autograph, piece of his bat. Mark Trumbo autograph too. It's out of 25. I got that listed stupid high, mainly because I don't want to sell it. I bought it for $249 last December. Right before Christmas, people weren't selling stuff or weren't buying anything, and even then they were going for about 300. So that should I shouldn't have got that cheap. And this is the one I sold, and the guy has not paid for it yet. But he's got a huge sports card store, and that's the only reason I actually took the offer. And in a weird way, I'm not mad he didn't pay yet, because I don't really want to sell it, but I needed to put it up before the championship game. But it's a 2/2. It's one of the two Nikes from the jersey, rookie Phoenix. I like the Phoenix. It's a good. It's not the best. It's like number 5 or so. Or I like the Panini. I like the metallic. I mean, 2/2. I mean, and then it's how thick those are, and it's almost a. I'd say it's a gradable card. It'd probably come out 9.5, 9, 10 auto. That's a 9. It's probably a 9 with a 10 auto, but that's good for those kind of cards, because you don't usually like to grade those. But oh well, he didn't buy it. It's not. I guess. What do you do? Yeah, it's like Harry. It's like you. At first, I would just sell stuff to buy more of the stuff I wanted. You know, um, repurpose what I knew was good, but then it became, yeah. I mean, I would tell myself, oh, I'll save it for my nephews, and they'll be able to, when Patrick Mahomes retires 15 years from now, and he's like got Joe Montana or Tom Brady numbers and MVPs and Super Bowls, this thing's gonna be worth 10 grand instead of 2 grand. So in a way, I want to keep it, but I also know making what, $1,200 for what I spent on it, and I can turn that money over how many times in 15 years too. So it's all how you want to look at it. And I've kind of cured myself of my wanting to collect, knowing that that money's not doing anything for me, especially with inflation. I mean, it's my nephews are smart. They're gonna have their own money. They don't need money. I don't know. I think it was just an excuse to collect, my opinion. Hey, dumpster diver granny, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. We're just chit chatting. I don't have much to do. I was just 5 like my nab. Yeah. He almost had that many. Dumpster diver granny. My buddy had like the 78. No, it was the 80, 83. The Ewoks, and well, not the Ewoks. The RT-D2s and some of that stuff still in the packages and stuff. And I was surprised it was only worth. They were only going for about $100. I remember thinking, I just figured it'd be worth more. Might want to hold on to it a little bit longer. Just make sure you comp it. Make sure you really think you should get rid of it. It's probably just going to be worth more money. They probably saturated all this new stuff on top of that. I don't know. Just make sure you look a little bit. I was kind of surprised because I was telling him not to sell it after I told him to sell it. Because being new in the package, I thought would be worth more, but like the figures, he had more of the, I don't know, bigger stuff. But the figures like Harry had and his stuff with all the pieces, those are worth good money. I don't know why. Well, what I like to do is like sell a third of it and keep a third of it or something, and do something else the rest, or don't sell it all. But yeah, Return of the Jedi is awesome. I bet that's worth, if you piece, you could probably piece out each one and go over $10. So gosh, I don't know how much that's worth. $400, $300. I saw that one night. That was cool. I remember who was it? Primetime Treasure Hunter one night went and did like a pick, and they had all these in the box Jedi stuff and or Star Wars stuff, and still boxes were still pretty good. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, it was a lucky day. Yeah, that was one of those picks too. You got to go in and grab stuff before it went in the trash, right? Before they went to the dumpster. Yeah, I here's something. I forgot to show this. This my teacher from high school gave me a shout. She seen me on. Um, I guess she didn't even say. I guess on Facebook, or maybe her daughter saw me on Facebook with reselling, and she's like, "Hey, can I bring you some stuff and you can sell it?" And I was like, "Yeah, we'll split the profit." Since she was coming down here, she has family, but she had these Barbie stuff still in the box. I think there's like, it looks like a little dirt on it and stuff. It's been in a garage. I'll have to clean it up a little bit. So it's not perfect. I'll probably disclose, it's not the best, but still pretty good. But I comped this one, and they sell. There was like, what was it? At least 40 sales of this same one since the first of the year on eBay, and they all were over like $50. So that was pretty cool because I didn't put any money into it. She just wants me to sell it, and we're splitting the profit, and knowing that it's going to sell like almost instantly. It's pretty cool. I don't know anything about them. I think 1988, but they're the holiday ones, I guess. And these are 90. These are 93. I don't. These weren't as much. I think theirs are like $25. There's a green and there's another white one over here. I think it's kind of funny. She saw me on there. She's like, "Hey, get that stuff out of my house, and you can make a little money. I'll make a little money." And she don't care. I asked her, I'm like, "So is there a certain price you want to get out of it or something?" She's like, "Nah." Yeah, I don't know anything about dolls. I just know that it goes for money, and there's probably not a lot of them still in the package like that didn't get water damage or something, because it's got the paper cardboard on the outside. So she took pretty good care of it. I mean, it looks like it got dropped one time, but it's good to know that thinking 50. That means those three things after I ship them out should make me about $50. Not bad for meeting her for coffee and chit chatting with her for an hour. And she said she has a whole. Actually, she said she has a whole garage full of it. So she'll bring more back in April. And it's funny because I think all of us watch Garage Flips and Shed Life, and he has that saying. He says, I have a guy. It's my guy," and it's kind of funny because I have my girl that brings me stuff. 8 days at the beginning. Yeah, that's probably why. That's why it's more rare, and it actually looks better. Honestly, when I was looking at it, it looks a little better. Yeah, thanks for the advice. I was hoping someone would know a little bit about them, because that way she's gonna bring down more. She acted like she had a lot, and I started thinking about. I'm like, 88. That's a long time ago now. It didn't seem since I was born in '76. Still didn't seem. Getting old's weird. Google, yeah, I should have. Well, I comped it on eBay. They're selling like crazy, so fast. I couldn't believe I know it'll sell almost instantly. I put it up, so I was just kind of looking, making sure I comp it right. Because you know how it goes. It says, buy it now, but it doesn't tell you what the offer was, so it could have sold for a lot less. Wow, you could probably part out the clothes and make a bunch of money, and then put the. It's a Commonwealth picker deal. $10, nice. What else do you like to sell, or do you just collect? I don't really have anything else in here. I was hoping NASCAR Man's still in here. I had these Pokemon. I don't know. I think I'm going to sell them individually. I don't know what to do with them. If I just take pictures of them, a lot of them just. This is an EX. I know that makes it worth. It's a better one. Kids love their games. Canning jars, medicine jars, toy trucks, and cars. I got an old medicine. I got a bunch of medicine jar. I got one old medicine jar that's like absinthe or what's it say? I don't remember. It's real small, but it's neat. It's ornate, like ribbons down the side, and toy trucks and cars. Yeah, I got some old vintage canning. I don't think I have any of that. I love to can. There's a lot of antiques malls and stores in this state. It's crazy. Yeah, you need to check out Harry Humstone's. Unless you came from there, but he's got a great channel for someone like you. He gets insulators that are actually good. This is just the cheaper knockoff, but it's a Brookfield, New York. I still think it's kind of cool. I like the color, but don't pick them up for more than $5. No, I'm in Missouri. I'm in Springfield, Missouri. Man, my contacts are killing me. Where are you in Missouri? Jeff City. My mom and dad live in Ashland. So, yep. There's tornadoes that came through there. That was crazy. Just north of town, you can see them rip through the trees up through there. I remember I was looking at it like, what in the heck? I'm like, oh yeah, those tornadoes, because it had been about 3 months. Pretty much. Yeah, my dad works at the Baptist Home. He's the director of building it up or whatever. Yeah, Harry does. He used to do bottle digging and all kinds of stuff. He's got a bunch of cool things. Sea glass. I like the sea glass. Baptist too. I like that sea glass video, Harry. That was cool. do you make do you sell it for people to make necklaces, or do you make necklaces or jewelry with it? Rev Resale, where are you at? Are you in Ohio like all the other seem like all the resellers? Ohio and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Seems like everybody's kind of in there, like Florida, California, Ohio, Pittsburgh, couple Delaware, New Jersey. It's like all these little Georgia. Cool. Atlanta or what's up north? Africa. You're a singing Baptist. Oh, that's cool, Granny. Once held an old jail. I know they have that bar up there. It's a jail. It's a bail jar. What do they call it? A jail bar. like the decorations and stuff. That was pretty weird. I bet you can get some pretty good money for sea glass. I didn't know. I mean, you probably don't have a ton of it because it's not the easiest to find, I bet. But I saw you had a whole jar of it. It looked cool. Hey, Infamous Stacker. I don't think you've been in our chat before. Thanks for joining in. We were just chit-chatting about collectibles and things and talking about what we like to collect and sell a little bit. Some of us sell on eBay and some of us thought about selling on eBay. And south of Atlanta. Cool. Is the Stone Mountain on the south side of Atlanta? I can't remember. I love Stone Mountain. That is so cool. I had no idea that the guy that did Mount Rushmore did that one first. Until I went there, of course. Just chit-chatting on a Friday night. Bo doesn't like when I'm talking out loud. He thinks something's wrong with me, I think. 10 minutes from Stone Mountain? Cool. I don't know. It's just so neat. Just this huge granite. It's granite, right? Just huge right there. Beach called Glass Beach. SD Cali. Are you up there by San Diego then? Or I know San Francisco had to push their whole town in. They made like an extra inlet to you kind of had to, and makes you wonder if that's cool. Yeah, we're in it. It's so beautiful how he did the horse up. Wasn't it up in the air or something? Maybe they're just riding. It was cool. So much better than just the faces on the. Yeah, do a video of the sea glass. I like that idea. Infamous. I just love. Cool. I don't know Infamous Stacker. I'll have to check out your channel after here. Fort Bragg. Huh? Oh, that's cool. I like to hear stuff like that, know about other places. Yeah, I think all of us have tons of hobbies. It's kind of how we got here. we're we're we love a little bit of everything. And that's one of the few places I haven't been is Southern California. I've been to Northern. We just I was with friends. We were poor and young. We barely had enough money to get there. Lobsters, yeah, he's out there. Upload. Oh, so you used to do a lot of just YouTube stuff. I hear you. Sometimes you gotta, there's a lot of times I'm scatterbrained and I'm not giving enough focus to one thing. That's for sure. That's why watching YouTube kind of is bad. Can't beat the SoCal weather. Sure. I'm just kind of I like snow every once in a while. I don't know. I don't like the ice. That's one thing I do not like. But I don't mind rainy days and stuff. I love a rainy day as long as it's not 4 in a row. But it would be nice to have sunshine all the time because I mow lawns for a living and I love sunshine. I don't think people realize how awesome sunshine is, how good it feels. I look forward to every spring. Yeah, we get so much ice in Springfield. It's stupid. Today was one of the first snows we've had in a while. It was kind of all snow. Usually it's led with a storm of rain, ice, and then a little snow, and then it turns more ice. If you're not used to snow, it's probably just completely annoying. But I've grew up in North Missouri, and I live in South now, and it seems like nothing here. Yeah, when you used to have snow, you kind of it's there's nothing like when snow. It's like a real fluffy snow, and everything's so quiet because sound, it can't bounce off anything, and so it's just so quiet. I don't know, something about it's um, snow's awesome too, but I don't want to live north of North Missouri. I can tell you that. I don't want snow all the time either because it's so cold. I mean, when it gets around zero, you're running to your car and Delaware Valley. I remember Harry said that one time. It's like the Humstones have roamed the Delaware Valley for 300 years or something. Yeah, we get some crazy seasons. Last week, was it 2 weeks ago? We had that big a hail, and right after that, it rained for 4.5 inches. It was 65 degrees, and the next day it was 25, and it iced, and then we had an inch on top of that. So it was fun. I'm pretty sure that hit about everybody. So yeah, New England. I've been up. I love Maryland. I thought that was beautiful. I liked Virginia. It hasn't been very many places I didn't really like, honestly, in the U.S. And Missouri's weather's been messed up for 4 or 5 years. You served in Alaska. Oh wow. I'd be taking pictures all day long. Yeah, for a Georgia boy. The thing I always remember about Georgia back in what would have been well, no, 88 or 89. Uh, we went down there to Disney World, and I went with my buddy, and his family lived in Atlanta, and so they had a place for us to stay for free. And I remember it was like 80. It was 88 or 89 because I had Nike Air flights, and they were all white, and my shoes were stained red forever because we didn't have clay like you guys down there. All of ours is black dirt here because it's all good soil, and my shoes were stained for weeks. I don't know if it ever came off from playing baseball out there in my Nike Air Flight white leather. Like that red clay is just something else. That's what I thought was weird. It's like all this red clay, and then there's this huge this granite stone mountain. Like, okay, I bet you have some good stories with Alaska. That's cool. Yeah, Harry, it's kind of cool about being an antiquer out there. It's cool. Red clay. Oh, I didn't realize that. That makes sense, Harry. Everything 2 hours away. Gosh, it's 3 hours for me to get to St. Louis, 3 hours to get to Kansas City for me. That tells you anything. Hmm. What is it, I-95? Is that the I-9? Something like that. Big playground. Yeah, I bet. Really cool. I just like to see the glaciers and stuff, and I love photography, and I'd just be in heaven. It wasn't because of the weather. Yeah, moving with someone. I bet their weather. I bet they get some nice weather here and there, depending on where you're at. I heard Juneau gets okay weather sometimes. Or tell my contacts are So old, I need to change them. I always wear them 3 weeks too long. "4 hours on a frozen lake to see a glacier." Wow. Kids will never forget it. Yeah. I'm pretty gung ho, but 4 hours on ice, that's, you know, that's tough. I'd just be worried about freezing to death just because there's, at least on the ground, I don't know. Lowest temp. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it just starts moving around. Yeah, I bet. Sound like Probably sounds like a whale or a dolphin or something. What an experience, though. That's so. What about Northern Lights? You get to see a lot of cool Northern Lights and stuff. Like, is it mainly greens? They always show it. It's like seems like it's greens. How far is to Annapolis? It's like an hour to Annapolis, Maryland. I love that town. Freaking love it. It's like stepping back into. It's like going to Europe, honestly. All the cobblestone and streets and sidewalks. Going to Iceland. Oh, nice. Yeah. My uncle had a stop in, I think it was stop in Iceland, and he went to an ice bar. They gave you like this huge parka, and it was so cold, and they gave you, it was some weird, I'm not exactly sure. Hey, what up, Nate? Go Chiefs. I've never been in the position of actually wanting to watch the Super Bowl because I'm rooting for someone. It's a strange feeling. YouTuber ice skates in Finland. I think records a sense from the ice. It's crazy. Almost naked. Now I know why you watch. Naked man on ice skates. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd watch a naked girl on ice skates, I believe. Well, thanks, Granny Becky. I appreciate you. Good to know you're my neighbor. You live up there 20 minutes from my parents. It's a small world. One of my first YouTubers that followed me on my channel found out she saw me in the mailbox place where I have. She's been here in Springfield this whole time. So it really is. Have a blessed day too. Thank you. Come back and see me. If anybody has any questions, just holler at me. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. I know people are probably doing other things. Oh, good Lord. It's 10 o'clock. Been doing this for an hour. Time flies. How you been, Nate? I knew you were a little sick. Is Anthony doing better? I saw he was up and running a little bit today. I had a friend come in and give me a bunch of stuff this morning. I couldn't join in the live very long. She wanted a consignments. She just gave me a bunch of stuff to sell. She didn't care about price or nothing. I'm like, I comp some of stuff. It looks like I'm gonna make pretty good money on it. So it sells fast too. Thanks, Rev Riso. Appreciate you. Much love. Thanks for all your service to the universe. Dives in the lake. Gosh, yeah, can't imagine. I take cold showers, but I can't imagine. I can't imagine ice. I mean, ugh. I dived in the Columbia River one time, and I didn't dive. I just jumped in feet first, and I jumped out of that thing so fast. Oh my gosh, my lungs like collapsed. It was freaky. You went to work. Oh man, yeah. I understand though. It's been a few days. You can't be gone that long. They're gonna give you crap for it probably. Yeah, That's when, yeah, believe me, that's when you start thinking about those thoughts about full time, because you don't want to have to deal with that stress. It's nice to not have to, but you're doing the right thing, saving up as much money as you can, not having a mortgage payment, things like that help a lot. Having the processes down, now you can scale it up, a lot easier than you could before. So, but just save until you can't take it no more. That's what I did when I left my job the first time. I saved like $9,500. Yeah, I saved 9,500. I remember I almost got 10. I remember thinking, how much is just, I got to quit. But I didn't have family. So it was just me. So, um, but I know, man, it's tough. Really? They saw you live and was, uh, uh, just keep, I like to call stacking to people silently without them knowing it. I'm stacking while they think they got me. I got you. And then, yeah, just keep plugging away like you've been doing. That's all you got to do. That's ridiculous, man. I don't understand. So they're taking the time to look. I mean, it's the same thing. They're at their job looking. I mean, uh, so you wouldn't do that when you're at whatever, dummies. You have to like didn't you have to you had to put your vape off to the side away, not your phone. I was going to say I thought it was your phone. Whatever. People are so pathetic. It's got to grind down on people for no reason. It's obvious that people don't like their own lives, huh? I just get to where I feel bad for people. They obviously treat themselves or everybody else in their life like that, and that's sad. Hey, Christy, thanks for joining in for a minute. I was just chit chatting. We're blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. What I mean, it'd be different. You're doing jumping jacks. You're sitting there talking. They think you weren't gonna like. Do they hold everybody else to the same standard? Like, you can't be on your computer the rest of the day at your house. Like, uh, you're not even monetized yet. So I mean, it's not like you're making money. They have no leverage on that. It makes no sense. I wouldn't let them use it again on me. I'll tell you that. When I worked at a restaurant, they'd kind of try to do stuff like that to me, and no, they tried to add another bartender one time. So all my regulars would just wait till the other bartender left. They come in, and I didn't even ask them to do that. I'm like, hey, they know they're not going to give money to this other person, so they come in different times. They go around you. Yeah, you should have been grounded. You can't watch TV, not even with headphones. No radio, nothing. You got to report. You got to have a camera on you the rest of the day, and they got to see you doing nothing. I mean, how ridiculous! Ugh. I just wouldn't let them use that leverage on me again. I tell you that. No, just not talk about this. Yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah, just make your money and get on. You got Amazon working good. You and Anthony are starting to do storage. Just get that. Forget about that happened. Just keep making that money like you've been doing and work on the storage units and stuff, and it'll work itself out. Yeah, I understand that, but you know how it goes too. You know how easy it is for you to source now because you know you have money coming in. But you have an advantage not having that mortgage. I tell you what, That's a big one. Not having that. That's usually everybody's biggest bill every month. Yeah, exactly. You got to ship, and you got to. Well, you're not supposed to list on eBay. They need to see your eBay account. See if you did any listing today. Don't you dare smile. Yeah, it's added motivation. Building the FUs. Stack them. That's what I do. Oh, yeah? And I don't tell them about them. They'll see it later. You'll see it. Yeah, never want to work. Yeah. Yeah, believe me, I get that. Yeah, ex-girlfriends are always great motivation for me. That's my perfect motivation every time. Oh, really? Okay. But working for yourself is tough. Everybody knows that. But, Nate already knows that since he does everything. He's already, like I said, you have your systems down. That makes it, you have an advantage. You have a way to, and that's what was nice. Whenever when sometimes the managers are trying to push me around at the end, and they couldn't, because I had so many regulars, and they would try to do stuff to me, and they knew they couldn't because they knew I just quit, and they couldn't have me quit either. And so I kind of did what I wanted a little bit because I didn't really need them. I just kept making money and just stacking it back, stacking it back. 6 years, yeah, I think that's what I am. Yeah, 6 years. This will be my 7th year of mowing full time. I think 8 years of mowing and power washing the whole time too. And then I just resell because it's fun. And I do everything stupid, full out, crazy. I'm like resale king. Me and him are like that. Very similar in that way. I can tell you that. Me and Brandon. Well, of course, he works on F-15 Eagles. So me comparing myself to him, that really doesn't make any sense. But the way we go about things is what I mean. I'm running a power washer. So not, yeah. I joined his live the other day, and I didn't think about him meaning Eastern time, and I'm Central, and I missed it by 30 minutes like an idiot. Felt bad. Yeah. Yeah, I've been out since 2014. But there's something to say. I mean, there was something nice about going to work. The work's ready for me because they do the advertising, they do the marketing, they do the prep work. They're an established business. I walked in, I made my money, I left. I didn't have to think about it. So there is benefits to it, but all my work comes back to me. But all my problems come back to me. But it's part of it. I enjoy. I mean, like Nate, he's already been doing that. He just have to scale it up like a mofo. You have a disabled hubby that needs you. Yeah, I get it. Well, I think you need him too, right? In mentality, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to, it's scary. That's for sure. But I like being scared. It's the same thing as being excited. You can't tell a difference. Same feeling. It's good, Infamous Stacker. If you want to start reselling, watch Commonwealth Picker, Kevin, Part-Time Picker, Cincinnati Picker, Garage Flips, Shed Flips, RVA Flips. They're awesome. They're the best at doing a wide range of reselling, um, hard goods mainly. There's some good Poshmark girls. Callie, she does Poshmark. There's a bunch of people who do Poshmark, but it's fun. You get after that first couple sales, you're like, ooh, I sold my TI 83 Plus calculator I bought for $2 at a garage sale. Turned it into 39 in I think an hour or two. It's like, ooh, huh. Yep. And that's the thing you realize real quick too is how much crap you gave your boss that you probably was very unwarranted. Now that you have your own business, you kind of understand. You're like, oh, they don't have time. I used to always think they were like intentionally messing with me and this and that, and they don't have time. They barely have the energy to get their crap done. They don't have time to pick one person out of the 200 employees to, you know what I mean? Except in Nate's case, and it seems like they're being picking on one. People don't like to hear someone else doing good somewhere else. It makes them mad. It just makes them mad, jealous. He can stand my crazy. That's all it's about. It's not. It's not. Oh, we have some things in common. No, he can stand my crazy. She can stand my as much the asshole I give her. You know. Yeah. But you know how that goes. They know that too, Nate. They're just gonna just give you the shit shifts and stuff that's even worse. Just smile and do your job and collect the money and just know you're getting out soon. That'll be your goal. Now you can push harder at it. Give me fire. Give me something to be pissed at. That's how I see it. Good infamous stacker. Yeah, Commonwealth Picker is great because he'll show you. Uh, I think it has a Commonwealth Flips now, but he has a lot of shipping at the end. And I think selling on eBay, reselling, the key is shipping, knowing how to ship, and using the printing your eBay labels off of eBay. If you could do that, you'll separate yourself from a lot of people. And just taking the square one by one picture on eBay, because if you don't, the pictures look terrible. Yeah, it's nothing like that first sale. It gets you hooked. Even if you don't think it's going to, it does. Yeah, it must be the beard. They don't like it. They're just intimidated by the beardness. Hey, PFP, thanks for joining again. Appreciate you. You're locked in on your shift. Yeah, that's kind of a good feeling. When you're in those positions, you just easier to deal with in a way. I've worked every I've worked every shift, and honestly, there's benefits to all of them, downfalls to all of them. There's really no difference, honestly, in my opinion. I kind of like the night shifts. Less people out, less people to deal with. There at the job, and yeah, and germaphobe. That's definitely not me. Yeah, as long as he, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Because someone like him likes someone that's really clean, probably, and works well together. It's amazing how we fit like puzzle pieces sometimes, in some ways. That's the only reason I haven't done Posh. Is I've already got the flea market booth and antique mall booth and eBay. I don't need to be one that's like social media too, where I'm constantly having to. I already do YouTube's. I, I'd like to do everything, but I just realize there's only so much time. I like to play my guitar, mandolin, and I like to work out a lot. So you got to realize who you are and keep doing those things, or else you lose yourself real quick. Yeah, Posh is like 20% or something, isn't it? I think it's good if you're selling shoes because they have like a flat fee that's like $6 or something, 6.50 for shipping. 20%. What about, is it PayPal fee too? Is maybe that's part of the maybe it's because like eBay's kind of 13 and a half when you count in the PayPal. And you list a little higher. I find some of the stuff I can sell, like Chiefs jerseys, and there's some stuff I can sell for more money in my flea market booth because it's here in Springfield. So sometimes some markets, eBay waters down some products. You can't really make money as a seller. You just got to stay away from. There's some things you just can't sell. Mercari, yeah, I'm actually, that was one of my goals to do this week, is to get that started again, and I just haven't listed since last spring. I didn't get a lot of looks. I think at the time there was mostly just sellers on there, and so eh. Besides vape shops. Oh yeah, vape shops. Right on. You and Nate should talk. Every day I'm hustling. He's vape guy. I smoked cigarettes for 15 years. It's been 12 years now since I quit. Can you hire a VA to virtual assistant to share your store? You probably do that for $4 an hour or something. That's probably still too much, I guess. I know me. I just want to get really good at eBay, get good my shipping, get my processes down, my shipping station, get that all done, then start with other things. So that's why I'm ready for Mercari to try something a little bit again. I hear NASCAR man says toys and sports cards sell over there, so I'm gonna try it. I believe him. He's been doing this a long time. If you can share all the time, you'd have an advantage. Oh, nice. Hooking up two people in here. I love that. Stopped at 65. Yeah. You can live to be 100 smoking cigarettes. Uh, it's um, it just it just sucks your energy out, and it's hard to do much anything else. But you don't notice it because you get this dopamine when your energy goes, your dopamine goes, and you come back down. Get another, it's just you get that loop and you can't get off it. I smoke 25 a day menthol. I'm probably never gonna completely be away from damage I did. No worries. It's not that kind of channel where I'm gonna ban you. You're out of here. He died at age of 84. Yeah. I bet he lived pretty. He bet he lived with better energy that last 20. You know, because of doing that. I don't blame anybody for vaping. I get it. I realized after cigarettes, I was a lot of it was just something to do. Just bored, something to do. Vape's not too big a deal to me. I mean, I did notice when I tried to vape, it felt like it pulled. Like if you didn't have a good one, it felt like it was pulling harder than it should. But I don't think I had a good one. But other than that, I don't think it's. I'm sure if you do more, if you do it too much, I'm sure it's probably got some side effects. But yeah, I agree. SD closet. Yeah, I thought about Depop, but I was actually thinking about just starting putting some vintage stuff on Instagram. I know the Florida Flipper. Gosh, what's his name? Dalton. He sells a lot of vintage stuff on Instagram. I know a lot of people do. So Instagram, they're looking for it there. Just so you know, you probably already do anyway. Yeah, you don't cross this much. Yeah, me neither. For yeah, my flea market booth and stuff's kind of it's not going real good because the weather's so bad. People aren't going up there, but it'll start jamming pretty good. My December was awesome, so I can't complain. But eBay's still king. I mean, to get consistent sales for me, but Amazon's going to be something I tackle. I mean, I might as well try. I mean, anybody that's a creator on YouTube knows you can at least show your failure. It's still a video. I'm not going to make any money on it, but it's still a video that people would get something out of it, so they'll know what to do and not do the failure I did. You know, kind of like what Nate was saying. You know, I'm not going to show you my product, but I'll show you kind of process and this and that. I just worry about returns. You know, on Amazon, it's like it's a little more screwy with the returns, and I don't really want to wait 2 weeks for my item to get the money for it. That's one thing. eBay. There's some nice things about eBay. Getting that money right away. Um, Being able to sell all over the country. Getting to sell in other countries. But it'd be nice to be able to scale up. If you get to a certain point, being able to scale up on Amazon would be pretty sweet. I'm interested to see what Anthony at Pittsburgh does with. If anybody is doing what we're doing, join Pittsburgh too. And when he sent that Amazon stuff to Canada, I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. If that's worth someone else trying. What confuses about it, Callie? Nate can help you in the chat. Is it because of the merchant fulfilled by merchant or fulfilled by Amazon? The whole that stuff is that what you mean? It's like $40 for a seller account, and then you send it in, you get 40. Well, you you don't get charged a $1 per sale. I know that, but if you do it fulfilled by merchant, they charge you pretty good. You don't get the I don't think you get the good shipping rate. But Nate, every day I'm hustling, will tell you all about it. Where do I live? I live in Springfield, Missouri. I pick bluegrass on my mandolin, play guitar, and I thought it was a good name. That's what we call ourselves, pickers. So bluegrass picker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about Amazon, how everything's changing or anything like that. Yeah, it's weird. People don't know that there's so many people, third party people selling on Amazon. I got a Rolo for 125 bucks, so I know it was from a third party. Works great. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Callie. I haven't dived in there, but I'm going to. But like you were saying, you just kind of want to get really good at your my processes I have now because a lot of those processes will transfer over, so it'll make it just a little easier. Right on. I figured Amazon would change that around somehow. Yeah, except for like the you can sell used books and stuff, I guess. It's like the first one that people let you, the first what do you call it? Um, region you're gated in. You're not gated in. Whatever you say. I don't know how to say it right. Northeast Oklahoma. Yeah, right on. Close to me. Yeah, the Rello is pretty sweet. Um, I don't know if it's that much better than Dymo for the price though. Um, but it's nice. And Harry Tornado did make a point. It doesn't print as crisp, but it works as good. Whatever. But it's nice and sleek. You can put the stuff under the labels underneath, hidden away pretty easily. Um, it's nice, and you don't have to you can buy any labels. You don't have to have the diamond one that takes the crap and all that. And it's easy to set up. That was nice too. Hey Victoria, thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was the same as you, Callie. I bought off there all the time, didn't even realize I was buying from a bunch of resellers. But it makes sense. They're filling in. Amazon can only do so much, and they're filling in trying to compete with eBay and Walmart by using us and then charging us a ton of money. But I said it's a lot of money, but you're using their shipping, and that's probably worth that much. So in a way, I understand. Night, PFP. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. I don't think they have a platform for clothes. Uh-uh. Thanks for everybody joining in and giving me little watch hours. I was just chatting on here with Harry Humstone earlier, showing some old antique stuff. Yeah, join up every day. I'm hustling. They talk about the platforms, and they're moving into some storage units and stuff, looking at buying some. It was cool today. They were showing some of the storage units they were looking to bid on. It was pretty neat. I enjoyed that, Nate, by the way. I'm sure everybody else did too. You might ask tomorrow if everybody thought the same, but I bet they did. I couldn't talk. I was watching a little bit. If anybody has any questions, just give me a shout. Oh, 5 in the chat. I guess everybody's kind of left. Thanks for everybody that's still in here. There's probably some big hitters on. Tommy and Tracy are probably coming on. A couple of pickers were on early. Glad I connected a few people that didn't know each other. That's always kind of neat in the chat. It's funny how I think it's amazing to think that it's probably like 30 different reselling groups just like ours. We think ours is big, but it's probably small. You think it would be running together more, but I bet there's little groups outside of each other. I know I watch a lot of Poshmark people, but I don't do Poshmark, but they have good bolos on what brands are selling. And since they're competing at a higher level, since it's only clothes, it makes me wonder if it's not watered down there just because there is so many clothes and there's always someone selling stuff at like what? How are you selling them at that price? It's like DVDs on, you can't sell DVDs on eBay. They're in package. They're selling them for $286 free shipping. I don't know how they do that. Taking a break for some lives. Yeah, I've taken some breaks. I've been knocking out some eBay. I've been trying not to do. I've been doing more lives than watching. um, Doing lives, well, it's a way to get watch hours. Um, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and I've got like 60 videos up, but you know you can't make them longer than 5 minutes. People get bored of it, and so you can't get a lot of watch hours unless you're getting a lot of views. But it's hard to get a lot of views if you don't have a lot of subscribers. So the best way to do it is have some of these long views, and people can join in and chit chat with each other, and sometimes you can get more views than you would normally. And I guarantee you that they're going to make the watch hours harder. I've even heard rumors they're going to take away being able to get your watch hours through lives because they know that's what people are doing. And there's more and more. Their analytics are amazing. They give us, so I can't imagine what they have. And so they know they're not. I mean, you can go back and insert ads into your lives after they're done, but most people aren't going to go back and watch those because it's going to be so long. They know they can't chat. So YouTube knows they're not making that much money on it. So they're not going to try to promote it. So eventually they're going to try to phase it out. And you see in our community, a lot of people are doing it. But I like it just to chit chat. And the only reason I want to be monetized is just to have the links for Amazon and stuff in there. So if someone wants to buy a Rolo, they go buy it. I get a percentage from it, and they don't have to pay any more money. Just Amazon's giving me a finder's fee, and that's the best passive income I've ever heard of. So, and you don't have to even buy the Rolo. It's like whatever you buy on Amazon for 24 or 48 hours, it's one of the two, goes to me. So if you're already buying stuff on Amazon, you should be buying through your favorite reseller who's monetized, so they get part of it. And it's the same thing to you. So um, I don't know. It's just something I want to do, and that's the best way. I've only got like 300 hours, so I've got 3,700 more to get monetized, and I've done quite a few lives this month. If that tells you, like it takes quite a bit. Yeah, I've thought about doing a premiere video just to do it, to play with it. You'd be fine doing lives. Don't um, just treat it like you're talking to your best friend, and make sure you try to get your good friends to come on there and make it easier on you to chit chat. And everybody's good looking. I don't care who they are. To me, but like, yeah, I'm not trying to be any better than anybody else. Really, I just like it's just kind of fun after a while. And if you're doing it and it takes some time, it takes some work. It's editing those videos and stuff, and putting time watching over and taking the time to do it when you could be doing a million other things. You start realizing you've put a lot of work into it. Now you kind of need to make a little money on it too. I mean, but even then, it takes a long time to make much money. Um, you have to get around 5,000 views of a um, a video to start making money on them anyway. That'll take a while, but I like it. So, and I'm going to do it for my lawnmower and power washing anyway. I'll start new channels. So it's not really like a goal, but it's just one of those things. It's nice. It's a nice reward. It helps learn about things that you never would have. NASCAR man shows me all kinds of cool, things about vintage toys I had no idea about. He told me how to sell. He told me how to sell all these things. Made me realize how much money I had that I bought for $6. That he saved me so much time just by going, yeah, I've sold those, that. Those are the things, and saving me screwing up is another thing. So I think it's fun. I mean, like every day I'm hustling in Pittsburgh, you can tell they just enjoy getting on chit chatting their buddies, and It's not even hard. It's easy. And you'll find the same thing. You go on with someone else, and then the downloading Streamlabs or StreamYard is easy. All that links in real easy. If I miss anybody's questions or anything, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's people going to be fake for sure. But you also got to think there's a lot of people that are moms watching, dad, and they've always fake to them, so they're talking to them almost. Yeah, you don't have to be monetized to get the Amazon links, but I don't really have enough viewers this time to really mess with that. You don't use a cam. Oh, you don't have a laptop. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can do. I don't. I don't think. Can you do a phone without 1,000 subscribers? I don't think you can. I think you can do a third party app. To. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah. Yep. I buy my. I buy my uh, bubble wrap and all kinds of stuff on Amazon, eBay too. That's what I say. Like us resellers know there's some good deals on eBay. That's why there's some things you can't sell. Some people have that market locked in. Yeah, I hear you. I just can't wait to do some garage sale videos again this year. I have some old ones, but I took them all straight up. And anybody knows does YouTube, you got to take them sideways. So that'd be kind of hard to watch. I thought about editing and stuff. I don't know. It probably look terrible. But I can't wait for garage sale season. Oh, that's where you get that's where you get the tubs of Xbox 360 because they got an Xbox One and they bought all new stuff and they don't want any of that old crap and they don't know how to get rid of it. And they just give it to you for $30. Those are the big score days. Crazy Shipper, thanks for joining. I guess I don't think I've seen you join in here. Are you a reseller? Huh, brewing beer. That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to have a million different things going on. I like to make it hard on myself. I don't know. I'm definitely not boring. Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lawn mowing and power washing. Power washing's fun to watch. Clean it up perfect. Do the sidewalks. Get the green mold off of houses. Ugh. I'm doing a couple banks here in a month. Whenever we get some nice weather. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Callie. Yeah, garage sales. Oh, I hate hearing all the Florida people still doing garage sales. Yeah, there's like 10 garage sales a day. It was kind of slow. Yeah, watch Cincinnati Picker and Part Time Picker and Commonwealth Picker on garage sales. Man, they are masters at garage sales. Always lumping in a bunch of stuff, trying to get the best deal. Because most of the time they don't want to bring it back in their house, and they're going to go to Goodwill most of the time anyway. You know, another trick Cincinnati Picker always does. He always gives them a card because us kind of we're always there Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. Because Saturday afternoon, Sunday, it's pretty much picked over by everybody else that can't get there. And give them your card and say, hey, if you can't get rid of some of this stuff, I can come back and get that. If you don't get rid of that over there, because some stuff that's too high, they're trying to get something out of, they'll call you back. Or maybe they have some video games they didn't ask anybody that they don't know the price to sell and they might call you back. It's good to have a card. I usually use my lawn mowing card. Yeah. Can you rotate the video? I wondered. I didn't know if it would make it weird looking strung out. Yeah, yard sale buddy would be fun. Well, thanks, Crazy Shepherd. Appreciate you. Also, I didn't know you couldn't live. Only with a phone. You can go live on your laptop or your computer, like if you have a Logitech, but just not on the phone. Something about like the app with YouTube doesn't want you to, or think, or something. I'm not sure exactly, but it's just, yeah, it's just for your phone. Floridians, those crazy Floridians. Crazy Shepherd, what do you resell? And if you do resell, what do you sell, or are you a collector? Hey, flipping hustler. Sorry, I just saw you there. Thanks for joining in for a minute. I was just chit chatting for a minute. Just came on here talking some antiques earlier with my buddies that do all antique collecting stuff. I had a couple things I wanted to show them. I like your channel, man. I really appreciate it. I know that putting out content's not easy, especially having a family and things. I don't do swap meets. Most time up here, they're really trying to sell crap, and I don't sell there because most of us know that. We just have so many flea markets and antique malls that I don't. And I'm not dragging my stuff somewhere and dragging it back every weekend when I have opportunities to do other things. I wish it was better. It's a good idea. I think Cali does a lot more of that kind of stuff. You have a $60 camera. I can't go live with that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think you can go live unless it's your phone or a laptop. Thanks, Victoria. I appreciate you joining. Cookies. What kind of cookies? Yeah. German Shepherd. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I subscribed to you because I love dogs. I saw you. That's right. Yeah, cool. Having a dog helps. Most everybody loves dogs, except for my mom, scared. Yeah, what kind of cookies? We want to know. Hey, Sleepless Hustler. I appreciate you for joining. I was just chit chatting. Harry Hempstead was on there. They were showing. I'll show it again. It's just this old brass kerosene oil lamp. It's off a train. It's 19th century. The San Francisco train company, and it's out of here, Springfield, Missouri. And it was only on the train conductors' sleeping quarters, I guess. Anyway, I got it for $20. I thought it was cool. Got that in a garage sale last year. I got a vintage, like a 1940s Victorola record player too, and it still worked. Just the tubes didn't play the sound, but you can kind of hear the tubes. Of course, the tubes don't work anymore, but it was awesome. I got both of them for 40, 20, 20 per piece. Sugar cookies. Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I saw the Batman. Thanks for filling in for me the other day. I appreciate it. I don't know why. I should have known. He's in North Carolina. It was Eastern Standard. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I thought it was cool looking. It's one of those you buy for $20. You're like, I know I can resell that. You get it home. You're like, I'm never reselling that. It's crap. 'Cause you're never gonna find that again. I was taking maybe one day, grabbing a box and doing a live opening. Card collector, cool. Yeah, I think people like openings. That's for sure. Look like llamas. Do I watch Curiosity Inc? No, I don't watch TV. I like to read, and YouTube's got me. I'm surprised that I watch YouTube. I'm not usually that kind of person, but I get so much interaction, so many. I learn something on every time I watch a video. I think we forget how good everybody's content really is. It's kind of amazing. And so I give myself excuses to watch. I think we all do that. But like I said, I feel like there's so many. Who's I telling? I was telling Matt, part time pickers. I was telling him one day about how it's not the bolos. It's not all that. It's not making the mistakes I would have made because I didn't know. But they're telling me that, so I won't make them. That's so valuable because those are things that knock you out of the business. Not getting the sales, but making the big mistake and then you just quit. And so I told him how much I appreciated that. Well, thanks for joining in, everybody. I appreciate it. I used to love cooking. Bacon's fun. Oh, he's a YouTuber. Oh, okay. I need a new YouTuber all the time. PBJ on tortilla. Hey, sounds good to me. I usually eat like a cracker, a little bit of, I have like organic peanut butter. It's the peanuts and they grinds it in the machine right there. It's all peanuts. Then I put a date on top, a dehydrated. Um, oh, so not dehydrated. But they're so good. Oh man, peanut butter and dates. Is that Nevermore? Hey, Nevermore. Appreciate you joining, John. Fellow Show Me Missourian. Sorry if I'm missing things. This chat's going a little fast. Thanks, Crazy Shepherd. Appreciate you for joining for a little bit. He just got some Canadian Railway stuff. Oh, yeah. Cool. Nice, Sleepless. When he says Sleepless Hustler, he means it. He's a real hustler. Taking eBay pictures in his car while he's doing Uber. Or is it Uber Eats? I think it's Uber. He only has 300,000 subs. He's a little guy, so he looks like me. Hey, thanks, Infamous Stacker. I appreciate you. Yeah, just watch those channels. They'll teach you all about. You won't have any problems with reselling. Everybody join. Everybody check out Nevermore Antiques. He's got some unique info. He's really unique in our community. Guy's own antique store, sells on eBay. Got them both. Cheese. It's been fun. Everybody's suddenly a Chiefs fan here. It's crazy. Everybody gave me crap for years. Everybody's Rams fans for years. I swear. That's how it goes. I'm not surprised. I'm riding the wave. I've sold so much cheap stuff in my stores. It's unbelievable. I I mean, just basic Tyreek Hill cards going 15, $20. I thought Mahomes was going fast. Good Lord. And you guys will understand this one. This sold for $2,000. Had it set up perfect right before the Super Bowl, or right before the AFC Championship game. Coming off 5 touchdowns. Guy hasn't paid for it. Idiot. But in a way, I don't want to sell it necessarily, but I just needed to. Makes no sense not to take advantage of the opportunity right now. Got some big time YouTubers in here. I appreciate y'all for joining. Sold half the game that I was buying and still wanted me to pay full price to Nerf. Oh man, that's Rev Resale said the same thing. He's down in Georgia. He said that he talked to a girl, had this big thing set up. He drove an hour. By the time he got there, someone was going through all his stuff and got all the best things. He was not happy. He said he still spent $300. He has a video coming out. He said he should get $1,000, but Fiero. My buddy had one of those. I thought they were so cool. Got in it, and I was like, oh, it's just like a aluminum can. Hey, the Rams are fun, man. There's nothing wrong being a Rams fan. I'm just saying down here, it's like it's just funny. I mean, I feel like that's the only one in Springfield that had it because Cardinals are still so big down here. People aren't Royals fans, and so when the Rams are popular, I got so much crap for having my Chiefs gear on. It was unbelievable. But now I never see any Rams fans. I haven't for years. When Kurt Warner quit or retired or whatever. Those Fieras are cool though. I like how they're just so small, but they could take corners. We used to do a little too much flying around in that thing. You have no team anymore? Oh yeah, San Diego. They moved to LA, didn't they? Nevermore. What did I pay for that card? 630. Sold it for 2,000. I got a good deal. That was one of those auctions ending at noon on a Monday, I think, if I remember right. I remember looking it up, going, "Well, I'm gonna make sure I'm there for that one because why would you set your auction up for noon on, especially such a good card?" Elway cards